of the classic pieces of literature, the Ace Attorney trilogy. And today, we are entering into the first trial segment of Case 2 of Game 2, Reunion and Turnabout. Now, to catch you a little bit up to speed, obviously there's a lot of dense lore, that's why there's a wiki, but let me catch you up to speed on what's been going on. So, Phoenix went to the hometown of his longtime assistant, Maya Fey. Her hometown is called Curaine Village, which is the home of the Curaine School of Channeling. Whilst he was there, he met Maya's aunt, Morgan Fey, and Maya's little cousin, Pearl Fey, who is 8 years old. Please remember that fact. Whilst they were there, a man called Turner Gray wanted to do a spirit channeling with Maya. During the spirit channeling, Maya, apparently possessed by the spirit of a nurse who died in a car accident, shot and killed Turner Gray. So now Maya is on trial for murder. Now, there are some aspects of this that Maya isn't revealing, some aspects that Morgan might not be revealing, and even some aspects that Maya's older sister, Phoenix's mentor, and current booby ghost, Mia Fey, hasn't revealed either. But hopefully all will be revealed in the trial, especially because there's a new prosecutor in town, and it seems like they're the successor to Manfred von Karma. So, a lot is happening. There's too much to get into right now. So with that in mind, I think we should get started with the trial segment of Reunion and Turnabout. Enjoy, everyone. June 21st, 9:48 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
What? Prosecutor von Karma? You mean...
No, I heard it's his successor this time.
Successor? Huh. Manfred von Karma. He was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. Exposition.
He was a bellend, and a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts? That was a question. And now, his successor, I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. Oh, back in the room.
It's no good.
Pearl, that's your line.
Mystic Maya!
Hurley! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way.
I was really worried about you.
Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together?
Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks.
Huh? Then... You came all by yourself?
I sure did. Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed the map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not. I ran. I'm not an idiot.
Oh, thank God. I can't... Oh, my. If it takes 2 hours by train... Oh, man. That's like 3 hours.
Hurley, what about the train?
Huh? What's a train? Tell me. What is it?
Well, it's like a big metal thing with that goes chicka chicka chicka. Oh, I'll give up.
It's time, isn't it?
I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma.
Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? That is a silly name. It really is.
He's Nick's boyfriend. Rival.
What?
Well, he's also a friend.
I think we got away with that. Oh,
I still remember him as if I had seen him only yesterday.
Nostalgic.
It's
scene.
been about 3 weeks, but you know. Every trial was a scorching, fierce, hot battle until the very end.
yes, it was. Objection!
It was always back and forth with them.
Oh dear.
Yep. But when you're rivals for life,
Oh, it's hot in this court lobby. Mayor, please don't mention that name ever again.
huh? But why, Nick?
I'm sorry, Mayor. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back.
What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom. Nice and
Shut up,
orderly,
Droopy!
everybody. No need to talk about lost lovers. Let's get it moving. All right, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And also, you can't go home because it's a court.
Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick?
June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2, motherfuckers!
Hey! We're number
God, I love courtroom number 2.
Oh, this is great.
Gavel, gavel. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
What is it with this girl?
Mr. Wright, are you finally prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honour. Oh, why does he always seem mad at me?
Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Huh? Phoenix?
Who must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct?
Hold on. Woman. So this kid is the famed prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska von Karma's a prodigy.
I see.
Well, I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge! And I brought this VIP along to help me out.
Revenge? In Orange? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma?
Well, if it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ah!
I'm talking! Well, not anymore now. I've sort of lost my train of thought. Sapa! Fupow! If you interrupt again, my VIP will do the speaking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ow!
Papash! Take
Jesus!
that. Make no mistake. I will defeat you and whip you in the face, Phoenix.
Droopy, please.
Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I didn't see anything.
Droopy, you really are a
Gavel! Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of von Karma blood have only one fate. And that is perfection. Tightens that whip. It's getting loose. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defence's position?
Power bottom.
Very submissive, Your Honour.
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Jesus, right.
Yes.
Good, right.
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. Took you a while to say yes. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea and walks away. That's right. I'd have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defence of himself.
You're a lawyer.
It's good to remind myself of these things. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defence, but the defence stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honour. I like a challenge, because to plead justified self-defence is to say you did kill someone.
Again, you are a lawyer.
Ah, how foolish. Look at this, I'm pretending to be Jesus. And if that's how you play it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Well, have a look at this little glove. It's going to be slapped around your face, and I shall call the first witness.
Oh dear. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose.
Witness, your name and occupation.
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct.
He's chewing taffy while he's on the stand.
I like it. It's tasty. Ah! Why would you
Papash!
do that?
Papow! Get to the point. Spit the taffy out on the floor. I want to see you lick it up.
Okay.
Explain to the court the details of the murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map.
No, not another map.
It's a good map. It's my favorite.
I have supplied an easel for you.
The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. I got a little V there and a K.
Well, what were they doing there?
They were channeling a spirit, sir. They're channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit?
A handbag?
The look of disbelief on the judge's face is...
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, everything went white. Gunshots in orange were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. They were in green. I got some peas. And that's when they found the victim. Oh, no, that's your line, sorry.
And that's when they found that the victim was already dead. Correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over, and as a judge, prejudgments are what I'm about. So, how was the victim killed, Gumshoe?
I was about to get to that.
Get to it faster, bitch.
Thank you, Droopy.
Droopy, come on. We're friends. Okay?
Okay, stop wasting my time then.
Hey, you whipped me.
You deserved it. You're chewing taffy.
Fair point. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe. It was a stab to the chest, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
Yeah, I know. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Do you want me to put it in your bag?
I would love you to put it into my bag.
There you
Mr. Wright,
go.
you may question the witness.
Well, direct cause of death was a pistol start to...
Hold it.
What? Okay.
The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's in orange.
The victim? Now, why would he have...
Objection. Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? Talk to me, Phoenix, who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. Put the pistol in this glove. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Again?
Handbag?
Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir.
She's been accused of murder before. She's a serial killer.
It does kind of add
Oh my
up.
god, I think...
Oh,
Kill that
she's
teenager.
covered
In legal trouble, she kills all the time.
I said gavel. So, the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into her hands there.
Well, she was holding them out. The shot was fired from point blank range.
Hold it.
Okay.
Point blank, huh? So about how far away was it?
Oh my god, this guy's an idiot.
Wait.
Everyone,
Is
this
it-
guy's an idiot.
Point blank. You know, like
That's-
point blank. It was anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. Any less than 12, maybe? I don't know.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Tuska, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of this foolish fool, of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Has that made things clearer?
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Oh yeah, gunpowder burn.
Yes,
Christ.
bitch. I was talking to my VIP, Phoenix.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn in orange area is left around the bullet hole. Or when you teach Phoenix a legal principle he should already know.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that.
Christ, wow. Never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
Aren't you a lawyer? But before the
try.
victim was shot, sir... he
Hold,
was-
hold it.
Oh, okay.
Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with?
Probably not a gun, you moron.
There were sticks
Bayonet.
about
Bayonet.
A fruit knife?
a fruit knife, right?
A knife for fruit.
I see. And whose knife was it?
A local watermelon.
Ah,
It looks like it belongs to the Faze, sir. And of course, Mayor Faye's fingerprints are all over it.
fingerprints again? All over it.
Like on the blade. That's not normally where you handle it.
I think the
but
judge is
okay.
slowly turning into Yoda.
Oh, work. This does not look good.
What will he do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death.
Don't make him say the word again.
How severe was the wound?
Well, he's dead, dickhead!
Cause instantaneous death, you know. If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart.
Yeah, that's more severe.
Half to the left, it would have been a lung. Down. Oh, after a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
Right. This testimony makes Maya look like she had stabbed him with the intent to kill.
Murderer used the pistol.
Hold it!
Okay.
Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yup. Yup, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. That is a German nursery rhyme, and I bring it to you for free. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly, Phoenix. Does it matter, then, which was first?
Von Karma, stand on my neck!
You must pay me for this privilege. Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Or I will whip you in the mouth and close it for...
Oh, God, what a pain.
Right, gavel! That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered.
Have we?
Yes, he was stabbed and shot.
I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Thought it'd be a nice day out.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
Very, very well. Very convenient. The court accepts them into evidence.
There you go.
Cheers.
The date and time of death was June the 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And the 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Thank you. Naturally. Put me up on the cross.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours.
Oh dear.
Thank you.
Or give it to me, I'll do it for you. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright?
Yeah?
Even in the face of all this, you still wish to plead not guilty. It's the opinion of the court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
He said, clunkily dropping a hint to the floor.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes, and it's been about 7.5.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way.
What, so for more than 3 seconds?
I think so. What shall I choose? If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed and she'd be labelled an orange murderer. I can't let that happen. I just can't. Slam, Your Honour?
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
I've had a little think, and the defence will not change its plea.
What an anticlimax.
We will accept nothing short of complete Acquittal.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix, right? Detective? Look at the tension in this whip.
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike.
Yes, sir.
Now, see here. Proceedings are run by...
Fapash!
Yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I mean, I should be mad because she's a prosecutor, but honestly, goals, mate.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of orange incriminating evidence.
Incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Sad.
So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on the front of this.
This piece directly links Maya Fay to the crime, sir.
I see. Well, the court accepts this into evidence.
Okay, there you go. I shouldn't have been carrying this around so much.
All right, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any bloody worse?
No, you're her lawyer.
What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. What do you think, Mrs. Whip? Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing.
Incriminating evidence. Well, pal, there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. You see, this thing's covered in blood.
Hold it!
Okay.
This blood on the costume, right?
Yep. The lab results show that it is the victim's blood. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's a victim's
Victim's
blood.
blood.
Let's turn up for the
No,
butcher.
no, That's a lovely dressing
Oh.
gown, whatever it is.
There is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. Where there are, let's say that again, where there are any other clues.
You got it wrong again! This guy's
I'm
a
very
moron!
nervous, Judge. I'm very sorry.
That's another gunpowder
Have a
burn.
third try. Have a third try.
I'm here for you, pal. It's okay.
Nailed it. There any other clues you could glean, nice, from this piece of evidence?
There's a lot wrong with that translation, isn't there?
Well,
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. You know the rules. But too bad. Not enough time. Time to move on.
Yes, Ms. Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do?
Really give it some thought.
Just gonna have a little think about this because I could press further, but I could let it go.
I put the Blu-ray of Lord of the Rings on.
I could do that.
We don't have Lord of the Rings in Germany.
Oh, do you not?
Is it good?
Yes.
Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance?
Wait, what did you think she was doing before?
There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that.
Your objectionable behaviour.
Let's have a think about that blouse. There must be a clue somewhere on this costume. Where could it be? I just have to look harder.
Can you see the piece of evidence in the costume?
Let's just have a look there.
One of
Mr.
these
Rice.
stains is not like the others. One of these stains just doesn't belong.
Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. Perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it.
You're supposed to be an impartial judge.
Perfect, I say.
Looks like my time is up, so about the costume. Right, let's have a think. You know what? Pause for effect, Your Honour. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What? What?
What are you talking about, pal?
Mrs. Vip, what do you think he's doing?
Where is this problem you are talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. You see, everyone, where I'm pointing my finger? There you go, take that.
Why is he being allowed to just handle the blouse like
Slam.
that?
It's been in my bag for a week, so it shouldn't really be a problem.
I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. Pass it round.
The sleeve?
Pass the parcel.
All right.
Handbag?
Oh, there's a tiny hole here.
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh,
A hole? But that wasn't in the report.
hold on.
We're going home.
What's this around the hole? Sniff, sniff. It smells faintly of orange gunpowder.
Ghost gunpowder? No one ever told me. Oh,
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
I just wanted to know what it's tasted like.
Oh, it looks like I found the hole I was looking for.
Oh, for heaven's
Not your best work. Not your best work.
Boo, boo, Phoenix, boo.
Nailed it again. Your Honour, the only logical conclusion you can make is that this must be a bullet hole.
Oh my god, he's bloody done it again, hasn't he?
And
Waste the bullet
You're a
hole.
boy.
I've got loads of holes in my clothes.
Order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
I think he's just showing off the fact that he went to Lambda.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Is she actually smiling?
Yoo-hoo.
What else is she hiding? She's got another whip.
Pull my finger. And pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds.
And celebrity skin is still a banger.
Continue with your testimony. That, just now, was a fluke. Nothing more.
Objection. How can you say something like that? That's really mean. This is a huge oversight.
While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police and Gumshoe, who is always making bloody mistakes.
Gumshoe's a
Sorry.
piece of garbage, sir. Do you want me to fuck him up?
Listen,
We're
I'll
friends.
wait until later.
What gave you
Who is
that
this?
impression?
Who is this fun little man, Droopy? I like him.
Here's the bailiff. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is still true. The rest of the evidence still stands, or rather lays in the hold.
And also, I'm awesome, and Gumshoe is not. His hair, whack. His clothes, whack. The way that he talks, whack.
Droopy.
You're tight, Droopy. Now, simmer
You
down.
seem very tight, Droopy.
If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then ellipsis.
No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your now questionable testimony.
I mean, okay, but my feelings are still really hurt by Droopy.
That's right, and they always will be because you're an asshole.
Okay. Yes, sir. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. I'm still caught up about Droopy, you know? He stayed on my couch for a long time.
Objection! Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yeah? Yeah? Huh. Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. Oh.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did. Yup.
Then what, may I bloody well ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean?
Yeah, fuck the cops!
Fuck the police!
All cops are bastards.
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means.
What it
Why
really,
did
really
you ask?
means.
Indeed. It means that the victim had fired off an orange shot. Thank you, Gary. That was a bit of flair there on the synth. Nice.
That's what I'm here for, mate!
Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right. All cops are bastards.
It would seem that way. If the victim tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
All right. The wind seems to be shifting.
Sorry, that was me.
Oh, sorry.
That stinks.
Smells like gunpowder.
What is it with that "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet? Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you think, Vippy? Is he finished?
Ms. Von Karma?
It seems that Mayor Fay was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a orange justified self-defense plea.
That is correct. Not even a yellow justified self-defense plea.
And certainly not a green one. But
No.
I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty in orange instead.
Heck!
Now that you...
Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
Oh, well, yes, that's true.
She whipped me, Mr. Wright. I stopped playing the synth.
Oh, Christ, Gary.
Thank you, I prefer it in complete silence. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume, well, it's not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Look at these fingers, see how they twiddle.
Von Karma, I love your boulder shoulders.
Thank you, they're
Huh?
tailored.
How so?
Ah! Stop whipping me.
Don't just stand there, there's a lot of tension in this VIP. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Oh, you mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself?
I want Mr. Vippy to do it, but you're the second best thing.
Yeah, right away. Okay.
You can do
Okay.
it, Dick.
This is a lot of pressure, okay. Okay, pal. So during the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir.
That's 2 sentences, Gumshoe. Well done.
Thank you, I'm very proud. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed.
Yeah, that's right. It does get harder to shoot someone the closer they are.
You do have to roll with disadvantage.
The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it.
This scenario you have put together does make sense.
Fucking what?
Yes, sir. Okay, that's
What?
enough.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Just by listening, it does make sense.
You are a lawyer!
However, I won't give up that easily. No, I won't.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that, and you. Now, then, your cross-examination, please.
Okay, so this is what happened. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. And then there was a whole rigmarole.
Objection. Slam. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean?
Just hold this up so everyone can see again. This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Explain your joke, right?
Well, basically, we're talking about a little hole, but then it turned to a big hole. And then you said that the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. It says right here on this piece of paper. Slam, if that were true, then where is the orange gunpowder burn on this bloody costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there is not a single bloody trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
Oh my god,
Well,
he's right.
he's absolutely right.
He's got you
That's
there,
how guns
Vicky,
work.
Got you there.
Oh, that
There's a
is
lot
very
of chat
good
about
point.
holes.
Who said balls? And
Balls.
what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Ah, out of the range of a knife.
Objection. I'm disappointed in Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you could punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Can't say, Mr. VP.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Oh, a GCSE word.
Well, let's see, shall we? In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
Objection. No. As if that was even bloody possible. According to the testimony right here that I'm tapping, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that.
Bastard, bloody hell. Well then. Well, Mr. VP, come here. That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There. That should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense.
No! Boo! Boo this man!
Don't you boo me. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. I got it. There is a fatal orange flaw in her argument, Your Honour.
Huh?
An orange flaw.
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. Go on. Dare you. Can't do it, can you?
Oh, there has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Let me just have a look here. Here, take that. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
Yeah, I had it on my lectern here. I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. You can pass that around.
What? What did you? Is that furniture? Did you just have that in your bag?
It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
I never know what you.
What? Think talk?
That's right.
Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Well, like thinky talk is like when you're talking and you're thinking at the same time. Look, are these two really that clueless? Everyone knows what thinky talk is. Look, the bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means slam. When the shot was fired, the defendant, thank you, Gary, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low on the ground. She needed a poo.
Oh my god, I've seen people squat before. That is something people do.
I'm squatting by you, dear, quite right now. I need a place.
Order! This changes everything.
We've had a lot of things that have changed everything. Look, please look at this diagram of the crime scene.
Yay! My
There we go.
man.
Just pop that up there.
You
The
can use the
victim,
easel.
Dr. Gray, was here, where my finger is, when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen there that I'm lighting up. It hit at this location where my little finger is, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area, I said greenily. There we go, take that. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Can you see?
Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Bitch. Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
That's impossible.
But why? Why exactly?
I'll tell ya. You of all people should know the answer to that question, Ms. Von Karma.
Is it magnets?
If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present and probably some magnets.
Fucking magnets. How do they work?
However, Slam, there is nothing of the sort around this bullet hole of this costume.
Ah, fuck! So it might be. Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You.
I believe it has now been proven that The defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
Honestly, Your Honour, this changes everything.
Well,
this is
that's
like
what I
the fifth
was
thing.
saying.
What, again?
Yes!
The prosecution.
Keep a tally of how often things are changed completely, will you?
Up to 9.
The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time?
Squatting in orange all the way by the folding screen?
Exactly. If Maya Fay was the real murderer, Slam, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Ah, you.
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense.
Fucking finally!
Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Yeah.
Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job,
Then what do you do, Phoenix?
dumb shoe.
Wolf. Hey, that's not cool.
Alright.
You are pond life, gumshoe.
Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the big blast radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Thank you.
To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now, I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me, you really do.
Of all things to inherit, why did she have to be that smarmy? Why did it have to be that smarmy smile? I can't speak today.
Papash! Hatsa! Detective! How dare you damage my perfect logic?
But how is this all my fault? Droopy.
Well,
help
you can
me.
start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee.
Oh, Sprite
That's
Bird.
my face.
Oh my god!
Powder burn!
Oh, and rest assured, your punishment and body shaming will come later, Phoenix.
I mean, okay, punishment? Is this not?
Well then, Your Honor, I think I have had all I can of the detective's face.
Whoa. That's.
Hey, come on, you're boring me. I think it's now time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? That's got to be Lotta.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess.
I'm gonna go shave.
After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Gavel!
Wowzers, there was a lot happening there. Quite a bit. We've still got more trial segment to go, but considering the judge called a 5-minute recess, it's only fair that we have a 5-minute recess ourselves. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Hello, me again. Yes, my green screen is royally messed up. So I won't stay here too long. We've got the second half of an exciting trial to get through. So please take your seats, stop crinkling your interval snacks as we return to the second half of the trial segment in Reunion and Turnabout. Enjoy. June 21st, 11:37 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3? Thought it was 1 before.
was a close one.
I knew you were giving it all to defend me. But I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air like the sword of Damocles.
I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. She whipped me pretty hard.
But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Oh, well, thanks. Wait, tricked?
That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right?
Well, that's kind of true.
Oh, by the way, is the next witness who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lotta Hart.
Oh, another jam, like always. Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, my ghost will come after you with my sis, and me and her boobs will haunt you.
Oh, God.
Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia?
Yeah. Do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that.
June 21st, 11:43 a.m., District Court. Ladies and gentlemen, it's back again, courtroom number 2! Coming to life!
Bravo! Court will now reconvene. Now, the first order of ellipsis.
I don't want to hear it, old man. Neither does Mr. Vippy. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
Wow, but yes, sir. I mean, what? What am I saying?
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling.
And all her accents.
Oh, are we in courtroom number 2? I love courtroom number 2.
Witness, your name and occupation, if you please.
God, would you look at your sleeves? They're just enormous.
It's all me.
Hi, Phoenix. How you doing?
Just fine, Lotta, just fine.
Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know?
Hush! Name and occupation.
Declare what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self, my beautiful self, my fair and beautiful self.
I've loaded up my duck gun!
You sit down, Clarence.
It's actually foreplay, so it's fine.
That's fine? That ain't fine, that's a whip. You paying attention?
I'm loading the duck gun!
Bring it
Clarence
on.
is loading. Hey!
Vip! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools.
You know, I like you a lot less than I thought I was gonna.
Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder.
I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet.
Mr. VP, save me from myself.
The name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I am here to testify.
To come up in the spot looking extra fly!
You know it?
Now, we can be one big, happy family.
Is that part of the foreplay
Oh,
too?
that mean the family's around?
Kiss my ass, city boy!
Yeah.
I brought my big happy family. They don't like you.
It's okay. We're here.
Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We heard this gunshot. It was like bang!
I shot my gun into the air to illustrate what a gunshot sounds like.
What does it sound like, Clarence?
Well illustrated, Clarence.
Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down. We rushed into the room like a pair of green dots. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. And I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room except for me, Clarence, and a couple of the others.
That's right, I was there the whole time. I run the boom mic.
The best man on a boom mic you ever did see. Keeps it well above your head, never in shot.
Never in shot.
Did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place?
Reckon course? That means nothing, y'all. That's not even words.
You'll excuse me?
Reckon course, I'll say it again. It's short for you reckon. Of course I did.
It's long.
Yeah, that's right. It's
No.
a traditional phrase.
We have our rich lexicon.
Fapash! Does it look like I care? This is getting lost in translation. Just hurry up and show your picture to the court.
I'll show you more than that, Silverhair.
Fucking bring it.
The moment of truth. What will be in that picture?
Two girls going head to head, apparently. Let's see here. Here's the picture.
Thank you, finally.
You notice the chiaroscuro? That was a technique I learned just the other day. I really like it.
It's very well done.
Great use of the rule of thirds.
It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room.
Look at the composition of that. Even a multi-Academy Award winner Roger Deakins would be jealous.
Why are there so many candles in this room?
And not a boom shot to be seen.
Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Oh, yes, I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first Scott Oswald break in the history of this stream.
Woo-hoo!
We're number 2.
Just watch me.
Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber.
Hold it.
Oh,
Was it really only those two that went in?
and then me and Clarence
Well,
there.
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not?
Yeah, you kept getting in the shot, trying to mess up my boom.
Oh, that was you. Oh, irk.
Well, why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them, Phoenix?
Yes. Dr. Gray and Mayer were the only two who went into the room.
Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client.
Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber. You hear? I said it very clearly.
But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue.
We were waiting outside the door and then bang!
Hold it. Slam, was it really a gunshot?
I'm loading my duck gun.
Objection. Are you insane? You must have heard it as well.
Clarence got a good recording.
That's right, crystal clear. I even managed to cut out all the background noise. I'm a whiz with audacity.
Well, why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot?
Yes. I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot.
And why are we listening to the defense testify? What is going on here?
He's testifying, coming up in the spot looking extra flying.
Look, when the day you die, you're going to touch the sky.
Oh, and the world becomes just a little crueler.
I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. Yeah, true. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard.
I'm voting for Jill Stein again.
Clarence, we have discussed this. Her policies are not actually actionable. Now this is where the story heats up, because the real difference in leftist politics in America. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room.
I'm going to register in Florida and vote for Laura Loomer.
That's not
Hold
even a
it.
real person, is it?
So, let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down.
Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right? Why don't you tell us what happened? Then.
Her
What?
jaw's getting looser the more she teeth.
Well, yes, Ms. Von Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry.
That's okay. We've had to fix it, but that will come out of your pay packet.
Why does this feel like an inquisition?
It's questions in a court. There's no need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. You forget things sometimes, but still.
Oh, really? That's what it takes to be a real man. Ruby, set the door up, will you?
Absolutely, sir. Do you want it made of sugar glass like last time?
Yes, of course. What do you think? I do squats like Maya?
Well, don't skip leg day, you know what I mean?
I'm fucking dench.
I keep this shit tight, Your Honor.
I have gotten
Uh,
lost.
The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign.
And what did you see once you broke in? You know, when you hit the door down, Phoenix, you broke everything.
Inside. Wait,
Hold
I didn't say nothing. Hold on.
hold it, Lotta. Now, are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fay?
Why don't you tell us, since you answer all the questions anyway? Sure, I'm sure.
Lotta seems awful confident in her testimony. Lotta, please think back to the day one more time.
We're going to celebrate. Oh, yeah. All right. Don't stop the dancing.
What are you getting at? What are we trying to achieve here? I'm lost.
I don't know, but remember what you said when we broke into that room? Remember? Let's flashback.
Why are there so many candles?
I was murdered.
Lotta, at a time like this.
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This girl, she... Maya? How do you say that name?
What a memory. When you saw the murderer at that time, Slam, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fay or not. Am I correct?
It was quite dark. It was only candlelight. Lots of candles, but still. You say, I'm just gonna lose my hand and my enormous hair.
Oh, my God. I'm gonna kick this guy's
Okay,
ass.
find a way.
I don't understand
Wait,
what's
I'm
going
married to
on.
Lotta.
Miss
we related?
Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony.
So I got lost, if I'm honest, Your Honor. I wasn't
Much like
clear.
your hand in your hair.
Oh, good. This shifts things back to my side.
Does it?
For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix, right? Isn't it, Mr. VP? He lacks in every way. Witness, think back to when those two entered the orange channeling chamber.
When they entered?
Yes, it's like going into something. Is that the English for it? One of those people that just entered the chamber was Maya Fay, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I think.
You confirm those loaded questions, girl.
I'm not even sure what I'm being asked.
Yeah, it was Maya that went in.
Oh, all right.
Are you crying, Phoenix?
A little bit.
It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion.
It's nice when we work together.
The person in this picture is almost certainly an orange portrayal of Mayor Fay.
Is she the one on the ground?
Yes, exactly. Is the one on the ground? Or, oh fuck, now I'm lost.
The one stood up.
Rats! And I'm trapped like one again.
I swear, other than those two.
Hold it.
Oh, for goodness sake!
Are you absolutely certain of that?
I didn't
Of
say
those
nothing.
two?
I sure am. But that old witch chased us out of the room, so. Humph.
Old witch. Does she mean Morgan Fay?
I knew it! I knew Baby Yaga was real! I'm gonna get my smelling salts.
She's up there in that chicken hut.
She'd flying around in more and pestle.
But there was no one else in there, and you know it. Apart from the other people that I have listed, 4 or 2, depending on who you're talking to. You have no comment, do you? You are floored at my testimony thus far.
No, I've seen this. He's think speaking.
He's think speaking.
Thinky talking.
What's a thinky talk?
He's doing his very concerned desk hands when he's thinking out loud.
Is he rubbing
It's
the
a
desk?
thing.
Is it something to do with the desk?
City boy thinking out loud.
He's not doing much out loud right now.
He gives himself splinters when the pain helps him.
Oh.
Oh no, he's
Some
left.
say it gives him powers.
I can say it. I can read his thoughts through his eyes.
No, don't worry. I'm a professional understudy. I've got a postgraduate degree in musical theater from GSA. Ahem.
You do this, Clarence.
The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black.
I say that's good.
Was there
Well
really
done,
no one
Clarence.
else in there? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there?
That is eerily similar. Okay, as a native-born Southerner, I object at this point. I refuse to read.
Say the
whatever
line.
hell.
You are a
Say the
member.
words.
You are a member of this company, and you will say the lines as written.
I am formally submitting a complaint. Rhett
Says
Given?
a line.
Huh? What in the?
Thanks for stepping in, understudy, but I'll take it from here.
All right, mate.
Well done, Clarence.
You want to say my lines? Because I don't want them no more. Rhett Given, you reckon? That's a given.
We have a rich lexicon.
I took me a good look. I gotta do this slow. I took me a good look around the room once. Exclamation point. There ain't no way anyone who was hanging out behind that folding screen, now with that big bullet hole in it, they'd have been shot.
If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart, it certainly wouldn't be wreck given.
What? You got a problem with the line as written?
Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with this flawless translation, clearly done on a limited budget and small time scale?
Yes.
I'm suggesting it might be
Wreck
mildly
given,
culturally
I
insensitive.
mean-
That's all.
I mean,
The real question is,
mean-
what was wreck given in Japanese?
Listen, I am having a little difficulty in understanding what the fuck is going on. If you would stop saying such things as wreck given.
Gosh! Now then, Mr. Phoenix, right, do you see a problem with the testimony? You do, don't you? Yes, you do.
Listen, I just popped off to the loo and all this wreck given stuff. I'm all confused. Oh, just as I thought, there is nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth.
Oh, Gavel, enough! It seems that there are no issues beyond the English translation with Miss Hart's testimony.
At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber, uns and the film crew and whoever else that Slaughter was taking in, the victim, Orange Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Mayor Fay.
Let's have a look at the picture again.
Sinister Synth, Your Honor?
Yes, that's perfect, Gary, thank you. The face of the defendant can actually not be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to have been the defendant.
What am I going to do? If I just let this go?
What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say.
If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have a judge against me. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo?
Well, Mr. Wright.
Nothing, Your Honour.
That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove that this is not my affair. It clearly is.
I didn't say anything about giving up. If I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument...
Right, gavel for no reason, that's enough.
Is this it? Is this all I can do?
I think it is quite obvious that to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible.
I told you. Totally, 100% impossible. Look at these fingers, they are clean.
Miss von Kayen, do you have any further questions, for this witness?
Having established that the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. Because that's how the law works.
What about the defense? No further questions, I presume.
I couldn't protect Maya. The defense,
That's you, Charlie.
Phoenix? Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face.
What?
A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets.
Mia?
Yep. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say?
Hang on, aren't you Pearly? Whoa, you but pearls!
Her clothes are a bit small. For one part of my anatomy. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go.
But ouch! She's already taken away every advantage.
The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday?
Dr. Gray!
I was murdered.
Wait, what? Lotta, it's like this.
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. As I have said before, I'm reiterating now.
Say that one more time. You were too far away from the boom.
Perfect.
You see, there is one final piece of the puzzle.
Mia?
Has nobody noticed that the 8-year-old has grown about 3 feet? Just me?
Question Lotta one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it subconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully.
Just me then, alright.
Gavel! Now that this court would like to end the cross-examination period.
Hold it. Please wait, Your Honour. The defence would like to request that the witness testify one more time.
We're gonna celebrate.
Oh yeah, alright.
Don't stop the
Stop the
dancing.
Don't. Overruled.
Ah.
Boo.
No.
I can get lucky.
I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any question... Fuck!
Sorry, that wasn't me. It was Mr. Vippy. It's fine. I'll allow another testimony.
You're not the judge.
Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless.
Have you read any ancient Greek literature about the downfalls of hubris?
We don't have that in Germany. And what better times than this for you to see that?
But I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Look at that big red
Pool party!
All right. I'll allow it. Me.
So will I. I've allowed it first.
No, Karma.
No,
Me.
I did say it, but I did say it first.
Shush.
Nobody's
Mr.
asked
Judge.
if I'm going to
Oh,
allow
Mr.
it.
Judge.
I have places to be as well,
I
you know.
did
I
s-
have a
I-
schedule.
Look, both of us.
This
agreed
whole
that
court's
it
out
can
of
happen.
order.
It can happen. I said it
Don't
first.
sit down.
Lotta Hart, please.
Well, heck. What am I supposed to talk about?
Talk about our podcast.
Got a podcast? Oh, yeah, we do. It's called Snappy Snaps.
Tell us once more what happened when you burst into the challenge chamber.
You don't want to hear about the podcast? Okay, got it.
See, you got through to the judge somehow, right?
I'm just saying, before, that child wouldn't get on any roller coasters, and now it could. Does nobody else see this?
Well, actually, it was Von Kummer's whip that got through to him.
When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. She was just radiant. She glowed. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it, but it was dead, right? It wasn't going nowhere. So I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, which is funny because I'm a paranormal psychologist, photographer. One of the two starts with a P. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot, because that's what I do. I shoot my shot.
Nothing sounds different from before.
Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should on those sections.
I beg your pardon.
Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat.
And the bitterness of your internet connection.
Yes, that is truly shit. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. The judge is waiting. I waited first, of course.
When we broke into that room, all I could thought, well, I was just kind of with the supposed to the P, and I
Hold it. That podcast, can I download it wherever I get my podcasts?
yes, absolutely.
We're still in
Fantastic.
negotiations with Spotify.
Oh, that's good. 2, right?
Yeah, we got 2 because he's got one about sound and I've got one about photography. 2
Oh,
what?
nice. 2 shots.
This is a new composition, Mr. Wright. It's a bit jazzier. I hope you like it.
Loving it. You play away, mate. You took 2 orange shots.
Yeah, for a panopticon, you put one in each eye.
But only one has been submitted as evidence.
You mean a panorama? A panopticon is a French modern design for a prison.
Don't correct me, Clarence. That's not, you're supposed to back me up. Goodness sakes, what have you come here for?
Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding? And Clarence, mate,
Oh my god,
come
he's got
on.
another photo.
Well, I think sometimes
He's
it
mad.
takes
How many?
originally
Mama, how
stated
much
that
longer
wrong.
we gotta be here?
No. You got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil.
Well, at least she knows herself.
Self-knowledge is a photographer's first journey.
Then why have you not shown us this other picture to the court yet?
It's poorly composed. I wasn't proud of it. Isn't it obvious? The prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it.
What?
I feel the same way.
You can't even say it, you coward.
He's just pointing his finger.
He's so angry he's glitching out.
Hey, blinking still.
Von Karma!
Oh, shit, there it was.
Is that pause?
Oh
You
my,
got there.
oh my
You
god,
got
the
there.
pulse
Take
effect is very
Take a
effective.
deep breath. Try again, honey.
Clarence, how'd you feel about the work
Miss
of
Von
Hobbes?
Karma, you were hiding critical evidence.
Unforgivable. Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as my internet connection.
Don't you
What shall I
drag me
do? Shall I
down to
confront
that.
her? I'll confront her. Your Honour, the defence asks that prosecutor Von Karma can be held as Von Karma be held in contempt of court.
I had a lot of C's, but yes.
Me, Fabash! In contempt of court?
Well, you do
You
keep
can't.
whipping them in the face.
You can't be serious. That's not even me. That's Mr. Vippy.
I
What
can,
am I
and
meant
don't
to
call
do?
me
Is it-
Shirley. Oh, wait a second, that doesn't make sense.
I'll vip you in a bit.
But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair.
Once again, are you fucking joking?
The word you're looking for is legal. That's not legal.
It's also not fair.
Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child?
That's a gunpowder burn, Phoenix.
You're literally a school child, love.
Well, I wasn't always a school child.
Heck, I was so angry I lost my composure.
Bravo! Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court?
I thought that this picture was not important, and thus I felt no need to submit it. That's all. That's all it possibly could be.
And what about the assault with the whip?
Oh, you liked
Indeed.
it?
Well, yes, but
How could you think?
I sit and I close my eyes, and then electricity goes around in my brain jelly, and then thoughts. You try it, Phoenix, next time. The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence.
More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that?
Gosh, if you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. The composition is absolute dog shit.
I did say, I've already said.
That's
Not
a
a
great
big-
Dutch angle.
I tried. It's hard to balance out the frame.
what is this picture?
It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the scene of the crime, and it's dog shit. Well, no, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur, right?
Hey, it worked for Kenneth Branagh in the first Thor movie.
Look, I think the important thing here is that the person in the picture.
Really? Because I was going for a kind of German expressionist thing, but you're not picking up on that? Okay, no, fine.
No, I mean Chris Hemsworth is more important than Kenneth Branagh. And this is most definitely not Maya Fey.
Well, it's also not Chris Hemsworth, so you lost me again.
Oh my god, that's not my face.
Thor
Oh, no, that one was
Hemsworth.
good.
I'm
yeah,
gathering
rock guy,
myself.
yeah. He
We
was
cannot
funny.
rule out the fact it might be Kenneth Branagh.
What is the meaning of this?
This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? You know what? I'm going to insist it's not. Your Honour?
Yes, I'm just here.
Sorry. As you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey.
That's right, the blank in this picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I can see that. It's not just her face, her whole body has taken on a different appearance.
Somebody,
Judge, do you need a glass of water? Because you sound pretty thirsty.
Yes, could I get an ice pack as well? I'm getting warm.
I'm 16.
No, that's not you!
There is only one conclusion that can be drawn then.
Please, God, tell us what it is.
That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Oh my god, it's another intense
so
conspiracy.
So why are they?
Change
I
everything.
thought there were only 2 people in the room. It turns out there was 7.
I thought it was Jeff Goldblum in that one.
Well, yes, I believe you are correct, Mr. White. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Mayor Fay.
Mia, we did it.
You're too soft.
Ha! Take that, soft boy!
Mia, huh? Nice.
You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix.
And they are soft.
Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face.
Just turn around. Have a look. She's smiling.
I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ms. Von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture.
Is this a different one again?
No, I think it is. Oh, no, it's
It
a different
is.
one. It's a different one.
The second one you've withheld.
So, this was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors' room.
And can be found on onlyfans.com/visitors room.
It's my side hustle. This is Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fay, during his visit. She was wearing orange.
Maya Fay? But that isn't her handbag! Ow!
Kapash! Shut the fuck up about handbags. She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
Oh my god, it's getting paranormal up in this bitch.
Why didn't I take that picture?
Right,
Oh, my
Gavel.
love, my darling.
This is unbelievable. That she can ellipsis.
However, little tinkle with my fingers, it is true. When Maya Fay is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling.
Has nobody else noticed that the 8-year-old girl is now 5'7"?
Oh,
And
5'7".
stack.
I don't
Yeah, no,
understand.
Like you
Say
would
it.
not
I
believe.
enjoy the work of Kenneth Branagh.
I wonder if she knows what she's doing.
I mean, just look at her norks!
Mia!
Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. That picture can't be submitted as evidence.
Also, not for nothing, but from the camera angle, she was like in his lap. Like, Phoenix, how did you not see her taking that picture? Honestly.
Mr. Vippy will go home later. We have cuddles in bed. Obviously, this picture is illegal. Obviously, I'm fine with that. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. So that's fine.
What is she? What?
From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine.
I mean, it's illegal, so you don't have to accept it as
No.
evidence.
After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind.
I thought he would be impartial.
Oh, my minds!
Sorry, Judge. The water's going to be another 5 minutes.
Droopy!
I don't have even a single witty line.
Have you throughout this entire proceeding?
Oh, gunpowder burn again.
That's a gunpowder burn.
It looks like we've been had.
Does nobody else see the boobs on this woman?
It's really creepy that you keep shouting that.
I don't claim to understand all of this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person, the defendant, is the defendant Maya Fay?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that this person in this picture is not Maya? Can I prove it? You know what? I think I bloody well can. Slam, Your Honor.
Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, Phoenix.
Just 2 more minutes on the water, Your Honor.
Make it fast.
Bloody well. This. I'm tapping here.
That's right, this blank that he's tapping there.
Within this picture lies a critical orange contradiction to all the testimony up until now.
Critical contradiction is an important part of my composition process.
A contradiction?
A contradiction.
A contradiction. So you think you've spotted a problem with the picture. Right. Then earn your keep. Spit it out. Why don't you point out the contradiction, Phoenix? Strange.
Let
What's
me
so
see.
strange in this picture to the court?
Move my picture around. Take that. Look. Please direct your attention here where I'm pointing.
To the sleeve?
To the sleeve. Everything you own in a box to the sleeve.
That was you were trying hard with that one. But there isn't anything odd about it.
And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing.
Should be there. What's he talking about, Vippy? Oh, fuck.
There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the costume.
Yes, my thoughts exactly.
Remember that? If that's the case, then it should be in this picture.
That's right, it should be in this picture blank.
I'm so
don't know
confused.
what's
I
happening
don't
with
understand.
this
I
case.
gotta say, it's not the focal point of the picture.
I liked Ragnarok.
Miss Von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence.
Well, in Germany we don't call
You
it hiding.
most certainly will be assigned a penalty for this.
All right, this should do some major damage to her argument.
Don't celebrate yet.
I feel like I'm going insane. Does no one else see this?
You like to bring down the mood, don't you?
Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face.
Take a look at this woman's height.
Right, I'm just going to turn around, have a look.
Raise
Oh!
this
Got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again.
Ta-da. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
Wow. Okay, we're mocking, are we? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, then I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I am the victim, here and now.
Yeah, no, I see.
I know.
She's lying through her teeth. I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, the picture, blank, anything.
But you can't prove that. Although, also, can anyone else hear me talking to you? Friends, I'm not saying that Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think?
Your Honor, you need not worry, okay? Francisca's got you. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming. Guess what? It's going to be a whip in the face.
You're going well, Shlov.
I can't help but feel personally attacked with the. Oh my god!
For Pash! I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at the next salary discussion.
Like with Judgment Day?
Dear poor Gumshoe.
Right. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in the sleeve. from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting of the gun, I assume, not the photo, there was none.
Ah,
Judge is confused by this train of events and this strange twist of events too.
That girl is an adult woman! Somebody's gotta believe me!
This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, all right?
This
Phrasing.
moment, you own it. Never let it go.
All right, got it. Watch this, ma. Slam. Honor. There is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. Let's have a look here. Ah! The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it.
Yes.
However, this person clearly does not.
No.
There can be only one explanation. Slam. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, a different person altogether.
Oh yeah, fire up the synth pads!
There we go, Gary.
what? What is this synth? It's just. It's
Oh
not
my
tech-
god, the synth is a fucking jam.
Love
Oh,
some-
look at this
Nice.
thing.
I would
I
find
don't
Hold
need
on,
any techno. Take me back to Berlin.
If order is not restored, I will suspend the trial. Ah!
The push takes us in the mouth. The defense's argument, it's a complete mess.
A complete mess, is it? Fuck, I failed to see how. Please enlighten us.
I fucking will. Hey, witness.
Oh, now you're talking to me. What the heck? I thought any way to ask a girl a favor is it that no. What? What do you want?
Be quiet. That's what I want.
Well, then why are you talking to me?
Yeah, shut your mouth. I will put a whip in it. You were the one who said that it was only the 2 orange ones of them when you entered the room, right?
And me on the boom!
Right, shut the fuck up.
Just on the script supervising.
Well, you know, the crew was there.
If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see.
Okay, so the prosecutor just threatened a witness with murder. Is anyone gonna do...
Well,
Nobody's
I'm
gonna do
blinded.
anything
Be
about
fair,
that?
She only
But
really
I was
threatened me
going
with
to
a
whip.
blinding.
I was going to whip her eyeballs out.
Yeah,
so
that's what I understood.
She
about
might
you.
bleed out. I don't know that she won't.
I do have very sensitive eyeballs. It's true. Look, you're looking mighty scary. So why don't we say that you, ellipsis? I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. I just said what you told me to say because you told me to say it. There wasn't anybody else in there. Honest.
You see? Now, riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? The fucking candles.
There were a lot of candles.
Oh, Jesus, why is it lately all I want to do is cry?
Soft boy!
Somebody told me you
Big
had a
mood,
boyfriend that looked like a girlfriend.
You're a baby butch and there's nothing to be afraid of.
Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses 2 very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? Sorry, I'm repeating you, Miss Volcana. And second, where did this person come from? No, you said that as well.
That's right. Yes, I said that first again. Now, hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright.
I'm just saying that she looks older. There's no need to go through my hard drive.
I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, I'm supposed to prove something like this.
What do you think, Mr. VP? Would you like to take her eyeball out of her skull? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around, even now, huh?
to turn things around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Oh, no, sorry, Mr. Wright.
That's all right, Gary. Gary, if you can turn off the lights.
On it, mate.
That's right. Me would always turn things around and change her perspective quite orangely.
Phoenix?
So, where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle.
Yes!
In my chair.
A Dutch angle.
Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? If I could prove that either one of those conditions were true.
Ah, Gavel! Mr. Wright! Let's hear what you've come up with.
I think what happened before we forced our way into the channeling chamber is... Maya had left the channeling chamber at some point. And the defence can prove this.
Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly dreaming dreams.
Almost.
Fuck off. Maya Fay was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fay. Fapash! What's the chances of her leaving the crime scene is lower than the detective's salary.
Inside!
Right.
Outside!
I feel attacked.
Anyway, let's see some evidence.
Finally!
Prove that from the murder until the time of the arrest, the defendant had left the room.
Take that! Miss Hart, do you remember this key?
Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? That seems like that would be a key piece of evidence. A key! Pete, you see what I did there? That was
Great
nice.
wordplay, girl!
Thank you very much. Claire's got my back. Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that key. There.
The defendant herself locked the door.
Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. He had to break it down with his big, manly shoulders. That key's the only one of its kind, after all.
Oh, one of a kind, you say?
Right. Wait. Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yes? God, it looks like she's catching on.
I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession?
Huh? What do you mean?
More
Maya
sin!
Fay locked herself in. Then, thank you, Gary, then the key should have been with her.
Yes, agreed.
However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest.
Ah, well, ain't that a kick?
That's my favorite Cole Porter song.
So how come you're holding it? I ask, out of interest.
I got this as a present from a certain little girl.
Rephrase that immediately.
Yeah, what?
I just gave me a little present. This little girl. Look, stop, slam. And that little girl was nowhere near the bloody crime scene at the time.
Oh my god, why is he
Is
hanging
that the
around
same
with
little girl?
Did I just say little girl?
My favorite is
His
Delovely.
phrasing is stressful.
That is preposterous.
This means that Maya Fay must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key that a little girl gave me, you see before you.
No, no, fucking hell.
Oh my god, she's on the
Are we
ropes.
just gonna like?
Right, Gavel. It seems we have come to an impasse.
You sure you pronounced that right?
It's French.
What? Fuck.
This picture has clearly captured the face of a murderer. However, is this orange person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as key evidence. Ms. von Karma.
How can this be? What?
At this point of time, a verdict on the defendant is not possible.
My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? I don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. Plus, I have this whip and I keep fucking hitting people with it. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict.
Gavel, that's enough of the whip. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby.
Yeah, you can fuck people up as much as you want in the lobby.
They'll let you do anything out there.
Everything is legal in the lobby.
Droopy, me and you outside now.
Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Let's all go to the lobby.
That is all. Court adjourned to the lobby. Gavel.
Pool party.
June 21st, 1:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Yeah,
Party.
they're just jumping around all the lobbies today.
Wow! That was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis?
Yes, I felt I had no choice. You guys were doing so terribly.
Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know?
Yeah. It's not like anyone else in there could have done that.
Nick? I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room.
What, the court just now?
And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. What with the door being locked and all, it's kind of suspicious.
Yeah, it's kind of suspicious. Well, you know, at least till tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance?
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
I envy the two of you.
Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me?
No, don't say it like that. It sounds creepy.
Sure. All right, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets?
Huh? A ticket? I've got no idea what that is.
Poor thing. So sheltered.
Well, a very intense trial segment, I think we can all agree. So, thank you for joining us for this week's installment of La Theatre De Phénix. We have so many talented members of the cast here today. I will post their social media one more time to make sure that you're all following them on social media because they're absurdly talented individuals. But I will throw to them 4 various plugs. As you can see from my incredible green screen work, we are currently backstage at La Theatre De Phénix. So, we're going to start with our leading man. The first break after 20 weeks of doing this. Scott Oswald. Scott, do you have any plugs?
Do I have any plugs? Absolutely. Well, my sister got married on Sunday, so that's my plug. Well, Kirsty and Owen, congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah, it was lovely.
that's really...
There we go. I just thought it was something about a boom shot, not a boom-in shot, that really got me. It was just perfect. Anyway, thanks for having us, Chaz.
No worries. And then our incredible Maya Fey, perfect attendance record holder,
Hey.
Hannah Raymond Cox.
Hi, please follow me on Twitter at ColorOutLoud. And bye, Scott. And keep an eye out for my upcoming project, which is going to be a poetry installation and hopefully video game, which is about memory and trauma. And yeah, should be really fun.
Is there anything else you need to announce? Like, you were part of the talent program, right?
Yeah, sorry, yes, so I received funding for that project. I'm the Creative Youth Foundation's recipient for their talent funding program. So I get to work with a mentor for a year, and I'm really, really excited. So yeah, that's my news.
Awesome. Where would any court case be without a judge? Leo West, our incredible judge. Leo, you have some things to plug?
I think incredible is the correct word. No credibility at all. I have a podcast called By the Way with Rob and Leo, where two ex-tour guides, that includes me, basically BS about various London landmarks. And it's fun and somewhat informative. You can find us on Spotify because actually it's very easy to get on Spotify, contrary to what was said in the thing. The people that we're still in talks with is Apple Podcasts. They're a bit more difficult.
Oh, there you go. And then our newest addition, two of our newest additions to the main cast. We've got Emily Kerr as Pearl Fay. Not a lot to do, but made an impact where it counted. Do you have any plugs?
I'm so sorry for my creepy child.
No, it's perfect.
You can find me on Twitter at MJ Kerr. I'm also in Netflix, the improvised musical, and we've got real, actual live gigs. We had some a couple of weeks ago and some coming up this week in Brighton. So if you fancy, I think it's going to be sunny Sunday, Monday and Tuesday in Brighton. So if you fancy coming up, grabbing a bubble bench with your mates and watching us in Brighton at the Warren Festival,
Awesome.
That would be sick. It looks like the stage backs right back onto the sea, which is really cool. But they're on Twitter and Instagram at WFTC Improv. We've also got online content that you can join in with there as well.
Awesome.
Thanks.
That is really cool. I vaguely remember what live comedy is. I have a vague memory of that.
It's a strange concept, and one I'm really like. Laughter is like a drug, and I'm so pleased I've got it back.
You're telling me. Our very newest, making their debut in this session, is Rosanna Super as Franziska von Karma. Holy shit.
Yo, what the fuck
an
is up?
Plugs, please.
Yeah, all right. So you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Rosna Soups, and my theatre company, Airlock Theatre, that are currently doing what every other theatre company's done, just popping on some online monologue content. We're doing queer minute monologues every few days from now until forever. Queer people have written queer shit and queer creatives are performing them. So we have done as much as we can to just sort of get some more wholesome shit out there. Follow it if you want, or don't, and just have a nice day. Do what you need to. Hey, look after yourselves, guys.
Do you need to? We had so many understudies today. It was very much an understudies run, but you wouldn't notice for the level of talent on display. Starting with our understudy Gumshoe, the wonderful Reese Lawton. Reese, do you have any plugs?
I would feel remiss if I were not to be a full understudy and plug David and Rachel's company for watching Control Alt Repeat. So David Alwyn, who normally does Gumshoe, has some shows up, but he's not here right now. So the show that we did with some of the lovely people in here, called 9 Foot Square. If you look it up, again, all lots of lovely people doing amazing stuff. Yes, go watch it. Wolf and Fat Groin's 9 Foot Square.
Lovely. And of course, speaking of wonderful understudies, in flagrant violation of their own roots and almost, I would say, teetering on racist, was the incomparable Sarah Griffin as Lotta Hart. Griff, any plugs?
I am a discredit to my heritage. I have shamed myself and my ancestors, and I thank you for that privilege. I think follow me on Twitter at the Sarah Griffin, because you definitely need more of this shit in your life. From tomorrow, I'll have up a link to my submission for the Mandy voiceover competition's emerging voiceover talent submission, where you can go and you can say that definitely people should pay me to do this all the time. We also have links there to 9 Foot Square, as I am half of Wolf and Fat Groin, and to the shows that we are currently doing with Adventurers Wanted, featuring some of the lovely people in this cast as well. Mm-hmm. Should you like to find more on David and Rachel's work, you can also find it at Flamingo House on Facebook, just to complete that. My husband and I do nothing but plug the work of others. So yeah, enjoy some or all of said content.
Excellent. And last but certainly not least, a very pivotal character in the lore of the show, and basically saved the case when it was falling under, Charlie Vera Martin as Mia Fey. Incredible work. Charlie, do you have any plugs?
Not really. You'll be hearing my voice on some other things soon. Mm-hmm. I don't know when those things will be coming out. Some of them are related to you and some of them are regarding other things. So yeah, just follow me on Twitter at Charlie V. Martin, and hopefully I will have links to all of these things in the coming months.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much. And then finally, I have to do my own plugs. You are watching this on my Twitch channel. It is, if you enjoy the content that I'm doing, please do give it a follow. If you have a bit of cash going spare, please subscribe. Or if you're on Amazon Prime and you've still got your free Twitch Prime subscription, I'd really appreciate it. But also there are various donation links down below, so you can donate through Ko-Fi, through PayPal, through Twitch, and you can also find a link to my YouTube page, which has all of the previous episodes of Theatre De Phénix. Some of them are very, very silly indeed. In terms of stuff I do on this particular Twitch channel, on Saturdays at 8 p.m, I do a quiz, or I was doing a quiz. This Saturday is the final online quiz, and then I'm going to change the time slot into doing something else. And on Mondays, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m, I am doing a playthrough of Pokemon, and I put on some lo-fi hip-hop in the background, and we just have a very chilled out Monday afternoon together, which is very enjoyable. The other thing that you need to keep an eye out on, make sure you follow me on Twitter, because I will be dropping a podcast soon. It is a original comedy podcast, like a fictional original comedy podcast, and the first episode is going to drop either the tail end of this week or the start of next week. And episode 1 will be dropping very soon, and please do subscribe to it so that the other 5 episodes get some audience. It's called Chaz Redhead's pilot season, and it's going to be a new 20-minute audio pilot every episode. And the first one that's dropping is a sci-fi horror sketch podcast called The Institute. And look forward to future episodes, including one called Reverend Gun, which is about a reverend with a gun. Yeah. So with that in mind, we will continue the case of Reunion and Turnabout next week at 7:30 p.m. on Wednesdays, as always. Thank you so much for joining us. A final round of applause for all of the incredible cast who have willingly given their time to this, the very dumbest of things. I will see you next week when I hopefully have a nicer chair and a better green screen. Let's see how it plays out. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been your artistic director, Chaz Redhead. Have a wonderful evening. Kisses to you all. Bye-bye.